A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you gotta say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't biased.
We're here at 2K23.
Downtown Memphis, looking quite lovely tonight. We're coming to you from Grind City. Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Friday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Darius Garland is out there with Okoro. And it's Osman in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Ja Morant. Another season underway for the NBA. Grant, was there an opening night that sticks out in your mind?
Well, for me, rookie year opening night is always special. Came out the gates 25, 10, and 5. Of course, 2004 was special, too, after not playing the entire previous year.
Now here's Garland. He's covered closely. Pass to Okoro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Osman, no good. On the wing, Brooks. Guarded by Garland. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Okoro. Pass to Allen. Outside Garland. It's stolen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here he goes. Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home. And a big-time jam right there.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Guarded by Garland. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And it's always fun to see a defensive powerhouse like Evan Mobley. He savors any chance he gets to affect a shot or totally shut down an opponent.
There's the 3. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Well, when you look at Mobley's collegiate stat line, blocks definitely jump out at you. He averaged almost 3 a game.
Well, B.A., he obviously knows how to use all of his reach, but I'm sure he'll have to make some adjustments to be as effective here in the NBA.
Now here's Morant. Over Okoro. Morant, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Pass to Garland. Shot clock at 6. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jarrett Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Guarded by Garland. Launches a 3. And And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And a miss there on the triple for Cleveland. They've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Dillon Brooks. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
How fast off the floor is Darius Garland? Just showing you that tremendous leaping ability.
Going inside. Oh, a 360 jam. Wow.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Colin Sexton's nickname at Alabama was the Young Bull. He said, quote, "I just play with a lot of passion. Through adversity, no matter what the score is, I play a complete game. Every time I step on the court, I have to show the world what I can do."
Oh, tremendous energy, Allie, right? Thanks for that. Outside Morant. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Outside Garland. Allen inside. Defended by Jackson. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Morant. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. 4 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Love grabs the miss.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
And here's Garland. Pass to Osman. Over Adams. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 21.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Allen. And there's 1:38 left to play in the half. Here's Osman. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Fires the 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right.
That'll do it for the first half. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 14. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Memphis did not hesitate to set the pace. Some lights-out offense and defense on display as they went on an 11-0 run to start. Much of their early lead was flushed down the drain, though, as they ended the quarter up by just 3. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
I like what they're doing offensively. Looking at their field goal percentage, they're moving the ball, getting great looks, and of course, they're knocking down shots. I mean, that's the point.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Cleveland has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. On the court for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Okoro is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Osman in at the small forward position.
Boy, Darius Garland in no mood to be denied on the interior.
Oh, wow. Incredible. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Well, Doris, you have to think Isaac Okoro is on track to become a standout player in the NBA.
Well, there's no doubting this guy has all the physical tools. He has shown promising defensive awareness, and this guy is always working so hard on the floor.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Garland. It's rebounded by Memphis. They led the game at one point by 20. Looking ahead to the next game, playing at Los Angeles. They'll match up against the Clippers. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Shots good by Moran.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Garland, a good look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Drives to the hoop.
Oh, no, he did it!
Punch it home! Nice! Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Inside, here's Mobley. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mobley's got 10.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Outside Garland, the 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Garland's got 9 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
For Cleveland, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Osman. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Guarded by Garland for 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 34. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
Anderson's checked in for Adams. Markkanen, the pass to Garland. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant driving inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Garland, the pass to Markkanen. Goes up on the baseline, hits the front of the rim and out. Memphis has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. And he gets the bucket.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Garland against Anderson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
6 on the shot clock. Garland for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way now. Morant, the pass to Anderson. 1:42 left in the third quarter of the game. On the take. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Cleveland has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Outside Love. Back to Garland. Will it go? The shot off that time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
There's 1:12 left to play in the third. Now here's Morant, tightly guarded. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Osman, hounded by Morant. Garland, the pass to Love. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Driving in. Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, look at this guy. It was like once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
Here's Garland, tipped. And they're running.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. A shot to stop the drought. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Allen's checked in. They've got Dylan Brooks. Jaren Jackson out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Ja Morant. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Tries to break his ice. The Grizzlies pull it in. And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club.
Anderson, the third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Grizzlies.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Fires for three. The rebound by Markkanen.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
With the drive, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Moran against Garland. Here's Love. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
And then Moran with the dunk.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. What you're seeing from them tonight.
Garland, the pass to Love. Back to Garland. Driving to the basket. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out to Garland. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from
played, what do you think about NBA 2K23 so far?
I like it. I like the animations.
What are the biggest differences?
And yeah, I like the graphics too. I feel like the faces look a little more clear, look more realistic. So it's cool. I like the game so far.
Since we talked to you last, you got scanned in NBA 2K22.
Yeah.
What has your life been like, and what is it like kind of seeing yourself in the video game every single day?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've always tried to like dream of.
The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got John Morant. Steven Adams is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brooks. And for the Clippers, the team leaders. George and Leonard are the wings. Post tandem for him, Morris. And Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their games.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Here he goes.
Oh, did you see that?
And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. He kicks it to Leonard. Lets the three fly. And it's Morant with the rebound. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Cavaliers. The three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Leonard looking over the floor. Shoots over Adams. And Marcus Morris with the three.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Guarded by Jackson. Driving. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
There's the drive. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play?
Kevin? Unbelievable.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo! Woo!
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Leonard. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's the pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
And the rejection by Jackson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jackson against Adams. Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Warriors in San Francisco. Morant outside. The tray. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
They need this one, and Leonard gets it to go.
It's a shot we don't see a lot anymore. But Kawhi is an old school player, still using that mid-range jumper.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And again, it's Memphis with the three.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
From deep. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Leonard, no luck.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Now he's checked in for the
substitution on the court.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Passes it to Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
What gritty determination. Love watching Norman Powell stay with his shot and get the call.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball. And as good as his offense has been, Norman Powell's calling card since he entered the league is his defense.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Steven Adams is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Smitty, what makes Powell such a great defender? Clearly he has the tools.
Yes, Kevin. He has good awareness, that's one. Lateral quickness, and he's very physical, and he puts that 6'11" wingspan to use.
And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, GA. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi. I'll say this, he's an elite talent.
Yes, that goes in.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Leonard against Jackson. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Puts one up from 19.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Pass to Adams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games, playoffs too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Guarded by Jackson. Morant outside. To the right side. With the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Guarded by Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Kennard against Morant. Here's Adams. Stolen by Jackson.
Away team foul. Number 10.
Both teams changing it up here. And so it's Memphis, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy.
Thanks very much with Ty Lue. Coach, do you think your turnovers and struggles at the offensive end fueled their scoring?
Always. We turn the basketball over. It's hard for us to get back, get our defense set.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you checking out Memphis. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been taking selfies. I hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride home.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Steve, we're in this era of wide open, up-tempo style. How much fun would you have playing right now?
Kevin, it would have been a blast. The floor spacing gives you so many options offensively, and you can take a whole bunch of threes. However, at the defensive end, in my era, You couldn't hand check, so now it would have been a lot of work.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Morant against George. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 5.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Morant outside. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. To the paint. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Kept alive. Morant outside. With 1 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Clippers trail by 14. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Jackson kicks to George. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 29 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
George, no good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on Nicholas Batum. David, what's the update?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Clippers let me know the status. He is in a lot of pain right now, and from what he can tell, it looks like a lower back strain. Not good news for him or his team. And from what we have gathered, this injury will definitely keep him out of this game, and maybe for a long time, too. Kevin, back to you.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
And it's Morant missing. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
A different look for the Clippers. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for the away team, Zaire Williams. 1 shot.
That's good from Williams. Here's Leonard. Powell for 3. The shot missing. And so it's Memphis with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Kyle Anderson is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the three, the small forward.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
Kennard covering. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
It's Powell with the drive. Leonard inside from down low. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis leading by 19 points. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kennard. The Grizzlies also making a change. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Jackson against Leonard. And there's the try.
Decision-making of Leonard. Could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
The Grizzlies shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Guarded by Jackson. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball. 37 points for him.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Coffee. And here is Powell. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Morant outside to the inside. The pass to Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Powell. John Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jackson down low. Adams defending. And Leonard gets it to go.
The playmaking of Reggie. A work in progress, but looking good right there.
Down low, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Jackson. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Morant passes to Conchar. Guarded by Jackson. There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out a game. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Memphis.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. From the arc. Good, another from three.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He's covered by Leonard. Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the...